name's Chris, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about the 2012 presidential election. It's my contention that Mitt Romney will be elected president in the 2012 election, and here are the three reasons why. So Mitt Romney will win the Republican nomination. That's first. Second, his background in education make him a viable candidate for the job. And third, in a head-to-head with the current President Obama, Romney is the clear winner. Okay, so first I'll explain to you why Romney will win the Republican nomination. According to the 2012 Republican presidential nomination polling data, an average poll of 6 major media outlets, including CNN, Rasmussen Reports, PPP, NBC News, Wall Street Journal, Reuters, Bloomberg, and Gallup, puts Romney as the front runner with a 0.5% lead against current runner-up Herman Cain. In addition, NBC News Marist places Romney as the leading Republican presidential nominee with 23% in the Iowa poll, again leading Mr. Cain by 3%. In past presidential elections, a strong showing in Iowa sends a message to party leaders and helps candidates solidify their chances of winning the national nomination. Senator George McGovern, the Democratic contender in 1972, explained the significance of Iowa like this. Iowa is terribly important. It's the first test in the nation where we get any test at all. So basically, what he's saying is that Iowa has the most drawn-out election process, and the candidates that do well there typically go on to represent their party during the election, and those who perform poorly historically drop out of the race, and you can see that based on past presidential elections. So secondly, I'll tell you why Romney is perceived by others as being capable of doing the job. Romney graduated cum laude from law school in 1975 in the top third of his class, and was named Baker Scholar for graduating in the top 5% of his business school classes. He has experience and a reputation of being knowledgeable on economic issues. He is an American entrepreneur and politician, and he was the 70th governor of Massachusetts from 2003 to 2007. Additionally, Romney is a good debater and speaker, and his consistency in this area is a plus. Romney has laid out a comprehensive agenda for opening new markets for American goods and services. Carlos Gutierrez, Secretary of Commerce from 2005 to 2009, sums up Romney's promise to create jobs when he says, "Mitt is the only candidate with the skills and experience to put his plan into effect. As president, he will ensure that any pending FTAs are promptly submitted for approval by Congress. He will vigorously pursue successful completion of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and he will pursue new agreements, be they with economic powerhouses in our own backyard like Brazil, close allies like the European Union, or smaller economies across the globe that share a strong commitment to the principles of open markets and fair competition." Furthermore, Romney has received endorsements from New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, stating Romney's experience in both business and government as the main reasons for his support. And lastly, I will explain to you why, in a head-to-head with the current Obama administration, Romney would be the winner. Former Governor Mitt Romney currently holds a 3% lead over President Obama in a hypothetical election poll released by Rasmussen Reports. In addition, Gallup released Barack Obama's presidential approval rating today, indicating a 62% disapproval amongst voters. With Obama's approval rating dropping to an all-time low as concerns about the struggling economy grow, more voters are finding comfort in Romney's plan that would eliminate the capital gains tax for middle-income taxpayers, scale back on regulations, and stand against union interests and expanding energy production. According to CBS News, Romney said, "The president doesn't understand the new economy." Romney simply states President Obama's strategy is a payphone strategy, and we're in a smartphone world. In conclusion, Mitt Romney's leading stance in the polls, his experience in business, politics, and his plan for economic growth serve as sufficient evidence to support my claim that Mitt Romney will win the 2012 election. Thank you.
I thought you already gave me one.
No, well, you passed it out, so you want this one?
Oh, I passed?
You gave it to the guy to do the review.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, why do I have two?
Oh, that's my peer evaluation.
Oh, that's what, oh, that's, okay, that explains it. Oh, it says peer evaluation right on the front.
That's all right.
I just wasn't expecting it to be in with everything else. Linear thinker that I am. All right. Okay. All right, well, you're making a clear claim of future fact. It's a prediction about what's going to happen next year, so that's very easy to follow. The proposition is straightforward. The secondary claims are labeled very nicely, and your internal labeling on them was pretty good, although I think you got into the second point without really finishing off the first point. So when you watch it back, see if there's a place where there's a transition, because I didn't really hear one. On the first point, I think you need a little bit more development of the likelihood of Romney winning the nomination. All of your eggs seem to be in the Iowa basket, and I'm not sure that that's the strongest case to be made, because I'm not sure what Romney's position is in Iowa. At one point you make a reference to Kane in national lead, and it was like a 0.5% lead, and then a 3.5% lead. That doesn't sound all that comforting, since that's often within the range of variation within those opinion polls. So I think I would try and find some stronger information on that particular point. Your argument on the second point is just biographical information and stuff that suggests that he's qualified and competent to do the job. It would be helpful if you had some information that said those are the kinds of things that voters are looking for. They're looking for experience. They're looking for somebody who has outside government experience outside of government, but experience inside government as well. And I think that would make that argument a little bit stronger. On the prediction, on the third point where you're doing the head-to-head with Obama, it's a year ahead of time. You're talking about an opinion poll right now that's got a 2% difference. I think the stronger arguments are the weaknesses in the way Obama is perceived on the economy, and that the likelihood that that's not going to change much in the next year would make that argument a little bit stronger. All right, thank you.